What's locking, you beautiful people? The World Cup challenge is on, with South Africa winning the World Cup with South Africa is the dream. We've been drawn a very, very tough second round team. We'll get to that. Hit like, subscribe, all that jazz. It's episode 3 in the World Cup challenge. Hopefully we can do it. After the heroics we saw from the first half, or first games, 3 games, I'm wildly optimistic. Run that intro. Well, there we have it. We've drawn Germany in the World Cup. Playing at the Estadio Bonorte in Mexico, where we played some good games. I mean, I think we played in that stadium before. That was in Mexico City. That was Atlanta. And the Estadio Monterrey was that one, not that one. So we have played 2 games in Mexico. The 2 games we played in Mexico, we won. And then the 1 game we played in the USA, we drew 1-1. And now we're taking on Germany. We can go through the groups. You can have a look at the group stages of the World Cup. We'll start at the top, Group A. Us and Czechia were the 2 best teams to go through. There is a couple of third-place qualifiers that go through. I think it was 4, if I'm not mistaken. It could be 6. I'll check. We'll check. Anyway, but we have gone through. Switzerland and Canada have gone through as well. No real big casualties, I guess. Brazil, Scotland have gone through. Morocco, Haiti out. Then in Group D, 3 teams go through. USA, Paraguay, and Australia. Turkey, unfortunately, lose out. So they are knocked out of the FIFA World Cup. Ecuador and Ivory Coast qualified first and second, respectively. Germany made it through on a third-place qualifier. It is noted they haven't won a single game in the World Cup. They've drawn 3. So hopefully that puts well on our side. Curacao, unfortunately, are out. Group F, Japan and Sweden qualified first and second. Netherlands make it through as a third-place qualifier. Tunisia out. Belgium, Egypt, and New Zealand all make it through, all with 6 points, which is quite an interesting one. Iran not picking up a single victory in that group. Group H, Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia make it through. Cape Verde does not. And then Group I, Norway, France, Senegal make it through. So it is 6 then. Make it through. Group J, Austria, Argentina in second, Algeria in third, Jordan knocked out. Group 1, probably the biggest surprise of the moment, DRC, top of the group, Colombia and Portugal in third place, just making through on the qualifier. I think it's 8 teams that qualify by the looks of it. And then England and Croatia qualify, Ghana and Panama are out of the FIFA World Cup. In terms of who we all taking on in the next round of the World Cup, that's all I want stages. I have to do like this. Round of 16. No, second round, sorry. We're taking on, Czechia is taking on Canada, Australia taking on Ecuador, Japan, Scotland, Brazil, Sweden, Netherlands, Norway, France, Ivory Coast, South Africa, Germany, England, Portugal is a big clash there. USA, Senegal, Saudi Arabia, Belgium, Colombia, Croatia, Spain, Argentina is a huge one as well. New Zealand, Switzerland, Uruguay, Austria, Algeria, DRC, some little African contingency going on there. And then Paraguay and Egypt all coming through on this one, which is interesting. It is going to be a very, very interesting one to take on. We're still about 3 days away. We don't have... Madal is recovering quicker than we expected, so he should be back in about 6 days. Modbokazi will not be back, but that's being said, Madal probably won't start this game. We still have a few tired legs out there, but I feel like this is probably going to be this team that is going to start against the Germans. And you know what? We'll just go to the 30th, and then we'll do a quick cap of the Germans. How about that? Right, we're taking on Germany the same day as Netherlands, Norway, France, and Ivory Coast. We've had a couple of results for the past 2 days. Czechia knocking out other host nation Canada, which means USA are the only host nation left in the World Cup. Czechia, 2 goals there from them. I mean, it's a team we drew against, so that's interesting. Sweden knocked out after extra time from Brazil. Klevetsky thought he had equalized for them, but Gabriel Jesus, 99th minute equalizer. Ecuador knocking out Australia thanks to a 2-0 victory over them. And then Japan knocking out Scotland 2-1. Maeda and Kamadu getting the goals there. We are taking on Germany today, a German team that has yet to win a World Cup. They drew against Caracal 1-1. They drew with Ivory Coast 0-0, and they drew with Ecuador 1-1. They also lost to Argentina and beat Canada in a friendlies there. This is the team that they've picked. So it is noted that it is licensed, so it is real players. It is, I know previous FMs, Germany wasn't on there, but it's a very, very good team. We've got to look out for the likes, obviously, of Kai Havertz. Very good German player, 68 caps, 26 goals for the Germans. Gnabry, Wirtz, and of course Sane as the midfielders. Angelo Stella, fantastic little DM in his own right, as well as Goretzka, who's, I mean, he's a free agent, so that's interesting. He was let go by them. But I feel like we have the opportunity to beat them. I think this might be their weak link in their goalkeeper. Oliver Booman coming in there as the goalkeeper. They've picked Nobel as well. Did they not pick Neuer? I guess they didn't want to go with Neuer, which is interesting, unless Neuer was injured. Could have been. I mean, he's still playing for them. Yeah. Rudiger, I think the defense might be where we can really capitalize. They do have a lot of, I mean, look at this. Just look at the international appearances for them. It's just remarkable, to be honest. Hopefully, we have the team and the tactic, I guess, to beat them and make it through. We have had one result, by the way. It just came through now. France have knocked out Ivory Coast. So that's happened. I mean, we're nowhere near Golden Boot status, considering some of the score lines we've seen people hit this World Cup already, although the knockout rounds, no more than 2. So 5:30 is the Netherlands game. That's currently underway. We're starting at 7 o'clock. That game should be finishing as soon as we start. This is the team that is going to start for us. We're going to have Williams in goal, Ocon, Dortley, Morena, and Modiba, Mabata, Mokwena, Lakay, Zwane, Reyners, and Foster. We're keeping to the side. We're keeping to the tactic. Hopefully, we can pick up a victory in Germany and continue on our World Cup glory. Of course, there's big, big action going on in Mexico at the moment. We're taking on Germany, who, I mean, they past winners. They've won a couple of World Cups in their lives. Hopefully to make it another one in 2026. They've got to get through us. We've got to get through them to make it. I mean, it's the first time ever Bafana have made it through to a knockout stage, so that's amazing. Can we make it to the round of 16 for the first time? Of course, the second round is their first time we're doing it in this World Cup. Of course, also they've increased the amount of teams in the FIFA World Cup. Mabata moving it forward, finding Modiba. Plays it back to Mokwena. Mobata. This is nice. Reyners finding Lakay, taking a long-range effort. That is how you do it. Lakay with an absolute banger. Questions over Borman there. I mean, it wasn't hit with much pace. It was just more placement. But I think the keeper got a hand to it and somehow just didn't keep it out. Look at the space Lakay had. And I mean, oh, maybe it came a bit quicker than I thought. But that is brilliant for Bafana. Bafana, our first goal in knockout football. And we're beating Germany 1-0 after 12 minutes. Germany with the kickoff highlight. Sane loses out. And now we switch the play to the other side. And I'm not sure what was the plan there from Mobida. Ram with the throw. Germany half possession again. Wirtz, one of the most expensive players in the world. Schlottenbach to Tar. I didn't see Schlottenbach in the team. I think he was just brought in. Sane might have been on the bench that I just missed. Sane moving it forward for Germany. They do have the quality up front if they need it. And Sane's strike wasn't that far off. Rowan Williams didn't see much of that. But we need to just hold back, weather this little bit of storm, and hopefully we can find our way back into this game. Maybe get a second goal would make me feel a little bit more chilled. I won't lie, though, I have been a little bit disappointed with Lyle Foster's performance in this FIFA World Cup. He's only scored a penalty. Hasn't really contributed much to the rest of the play. Kimmich, though, for Stiller. Back to Kimmich. Sane in the box. Good block. Rudiger. Rom. They're playing with like inverted fullbacks by the looks of it. Rom is moving it forward. Rom is trickling and dancing his way through. Rowan Williams gets an amazing save and sending it out for a corner. Now the question is, do I stick to attacking or do I just switch down? Do I just switch? Do I switch? That is the question. They are playing with invented wingbacks and invented fullbacks, by the way. Does mean they're going quite narrow, which means our wide attempt is actually working quite well. They've had most of the possession. That's been pretty much of a, a given in this situation. We haven't really had much possession in any of the games. The fact remains as though we are still winning 1-0. Netherlands, by the way, knocked out by Norway. 3-2 for them. Erling Haaland continues going forward. We've got 45 minutes of action. No substitutions at halftime. I'm happy with how the team has gone. We are leading 1-0. They're getting close, but they're not. I don't feel like it's absolute threatened at the moment. They've brought on Sade. They've taken off Gnabry, who... no, Gnabry's just moved to more central. It looks like they've taken off Wirtz. Kai Havertz is now through on goal. One-on-one with the keeper. The defense has got back in time. The substitute is waiting there, Sade. They've got Stiller in the box as well. We're blocking them out. They just can't get the pass in. Eventually hits the crossbar. And that's the first time Germany have actually looked like a threat